1972 BMW 2002 TII A4 Alpina Tribute. Just getting on the highway now. I'm going to show you this car at highway speed. We'll do a little bit of twisties, go through the gears a bit, and then tell you more about it. Just getting on the highway now. I'm in 4th now. Car pulls really well. Transmission feels good, clutch feels good. It's tracking down the road well. This car was sold new into France. It was built May 9th of 72 and delivered into France May 19th of 72. And it was delivered new in Inca. We believe right now it is finished in Colorado orange, and it has a full A4 racing livery tribute type scheme on it, where the hood and roof are finished in black and the rest of the car finished in orange. There's a lot of bits and pieces of this car that are original A4 Alpina pieces, or Alpina bits, as one of our guys is calling them. But the seats in this are Alpina seats. The steering wheel is an Alpina steering wheel. The wheels are Alpina wheels. Shifter is Alpina.
Exhaust manifold, intake manifold, valve cover. It's got quite a bit of Alpina stuff in it.
But right now we have about 5 BMW 2002s at the shop. You know, I think this one is the one that I like the most. It's not the most perfect of the ones that we have, but it's very, very spirited to drive. It's a, you know, hot motor, fun to drive, fast, tracks well. The stance of the car is great. Wheels and tires are a little beefier, so I think they look better. And restored condition of this car, I think we would say is somewhere around an 8 out of 10. You know, there's stuff like in the seats that there's a little bit of patina from age that is to be expected. On the steering wheel, you can see there's a little bit of stress cracking right here in the paint on both sides. I don't know why, but the windshield, I see there's a tiny little star or chip out of the windshield. It's not a star. So little things that you could pick apart if you wanted. We know the clock doesn't work right now. The radio doesn't seem to be giving us any volume, but it does turn on. You can hear it turn on and off, so I'm not sure about that. We sent the car to our restoration shop to go through it. I know we fixed the radiator because it was leaking, and did a couple other things with the injection system to get it going. We'll upload all of the details of the work that we performed into our auction listing, so that you can read through and see what items we did. I think if you're looking for a great 2002 that isn't filled with rust issues and, you know, mechanical issues, and you want something that is a little different than everybody else has, this will definitely fit the bill. I love orange cars particularly, but this one has just a great look to it. It's unique. I've never personally seen another 2002 driving around in similar condition. I just noticed on braking there's a little bit of pulsation in the steering wheel, so something to keep in mind. I'm sure it's nothing major, but the car's got good power. Sounds good. We checked all of the lights and fog lights, and brake lights, and high beams, low beams, all the different stuff before we left.
Climate fan works properly. The heat and hot and cold slider there. It's a little on the sticky side, but it does work. It might just need I think it's a cable. That's something we can look at before the car goes out. It does have a Super Sprint muffler. The car has been slightly lowered as well. It has a pretty aggressive stance to it. Makes it pretty flat in the corners. It's hard to see through the video as the camera and the gimbal is tilting as Tim was going around that clover leaf, but it does have a pretty planted feel to it. The ride here on the highway is it's not uncomfortable, but it's actually pretty sporty. It feels great. The stuffing in the seats, the Alpina buckets in the front, those are Alpina seats with the horsehair filling, much like the 2002 turbos. The stuffing is good. We had a 2002 turbo we sold at auction maybe 2 years ago, and that one had the horsehair stuffing. It wasn't as comfortable as these seats, that's for sure. So these ones are in great shape. The interior, both in the front and the back, is quite nice. It doesn't. This video should, and all the photos will demonstrate true condition of it. I'd say consistent with what we were saying of an 8 out of 10. No rips or tears or large blemishes. It's not a brand new restoration with a brand new interior, but it's in very, very good condition. The headliner's in quite good shape. Slight discoloration back here. I think Tim's about to rip down this road, so I'm going to turn forward again, but rear window latches, they work. The heat definitely is working, as we've got some heat in the car now.
Suspension's good. It doesn't, the tires don't rub or anything. This is always a good road. I know we took our 92 RS down this road. Just really illustrates, you know, the suspension going up and down, how it feels on a bumpy road.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Like, quite good.
this Ram Rebel could get out of my way. We could really try it. It doesn't have any weird rattles that would drive you nuts. You know, I think the dash condition is also very good. Something to note. So many of these have big cracks in the dash. This one looks good.
You might hear the only squeaks coming from the back here. It's just from the window seal. It's just the glass on the rubber. No, like Tim was saying, no weird rattles, which is pretty rare, and quite nice. I'm sure most of you out there, like most of us car people, get completely irritated by that.
This does have a 5-speed transmission. I'm not exactly sure what it would have left the factory with, if this is correct, but it's a dogleg 5-speed. First down here, second, third, fourth, and fifth, all the way back.
I think that the radio does light up, and when you turn it on and off, it does have some static. So I think probably if you have a shop in your area, I know we have one here, so upon closing of the auction, if you wanted our shop to have a closer look at that, I think it probably could be solved. What we do on a lot of our classic Mercedes, do it a lot to 280 SLs, some 300 SLs as well, is you can take that radio and get a new retro radio, take the guts out, swap them over, and then you'd have a Bluetooth stock looking unit that has digital guts, which is really cool. I'm just going to stop the video real quick. We're going to pull over and wait for the traffic to clear, and then we'll be right back. Truck is pulling over. We're back. It's only been a couple seconds.
Really good. Somebody called me out for running this stop sign last time in the RS and stopped.
Really?
Yeah. It's in the comments. faster than our 69 Alpha 1750 GTV. Trying to think what other sort of
How would you
small-
compare it to an older 911? Anything from the 70s or 80s?
like a lot more fun than that. Than a 70 or early 70s 911. For sure. Like I compare our 72 Targa that we just sold and this from a fun factor. I would take this any day in terms of fun. To fourth, it's got lots of power.
Are you in fifth right now?
Fourth.
And what do we have for a speed and RPM?
Fourth gear we were at 4,000. Now we're in fifth gear doing 55 miles an hour, 3,000 RPM. So this is easily a car you can drive at 80 miles an hour and be low in the revs still. So like every one of our auctions, we sell lots and lots of cars throughout the United States, Europe, and Canada. The ease of getting the car to you is something that we're happy to take care of. Anybody in the US, we can ship the car to you with reliable carriers. Anybody in Canada, we can ship the car to you with TFX International. Overseas shipment is done by All Cargo Express, all of which we can help take care of. We'll supply the car to any U.S. buyer on a U.S. title in Washington State, deliver the car to Blaine, Washington. Any shipping is yours to take care of from there. Anybody in Canada, we can supply you British Columbia registration in our name. And again, to overseas, same thing, British Columbia registration unless you want a U.S. title. It's easy. We do it every day. We've sold 84 cars on Bring a Trailer right now. Happy to take care of all of the logistics for you. It's an easy process. We're here to answer any questions that you may have, so do reach out, read through the comments. We try to be very specific when answering questions in the comments so that you can get a real idea of other people's questions or concerns that they've been answered. And if you need anything, reach out to us. We're happy to